Welcome to the LDN radio show, brought to you by the LDN Research Trust. I'm your host, Linda Elsiegood. I have an exciting lineup of guest speakers who are LDN experts in their field. We will be discussing low dose naltrexone and its many uses in autoimmune diseases, cancers, etc. Thank you for joining us. Today we're joined by Toni from the United States, who takes LDN from a multitude of conditions. Thank you for joining us today, Toni.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Great.
Would you like to tell us your story? When did you first notice there was something unusual happening to you?
When I very first noticed, to back up, I have been a dancer my whole life. And in some fashion, not professionally dancing, but in some form or fashion, I've always danced. And this particular episode was I was doing some dancing for a halftime performance at my high school, which I'm now 62. At this time, I was probably about 55 or 56 years old. So to be able to dance at the halftime performance was quite an honor. And I was dancing with a lot of other older women, so it was a lot of fun. But I was really struggling. My legs just wouldn't keep up. My legs were very weak. I was having a lot of problems getting through the practices. The night of the performance, I really just noticed that I was just really struggling, and I could not wait to get home and get into bed. And that's when I very first started noticing that something was wrong. I just didn't think it was my age. I didn't think that I knew something was wrong. This was something a lot more severe than just age or anything else, because I had been dancing successfully up into that particular moment. And so that's when I noticed something was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what did you notice? What started to go wrong?
My legs and arms were just very, very weak. My legs were very heavy. I could barely walk. I could barely march. I could barely dance. It took every bit of strength and every ounce of energy that I had to get through that performance, which was just not like me at all. My legs were just not functioning. My legs had just stopped functioning.
Yeah. So what happened then?
I proceeded to get worse. We live in a 2-story house, and even though we have 5 bedrooms, unfortunately, all 5 bedrooms are upstairs. I got to where I couldn't even make it up our stairs. Meanwhile, all of my doctors started jumping in, trying to figure out what was going on. Why was I becoming so weak? I even went to Mayo Clinic in Rochester, which I live in Texas, and I went to Minnesota to go to Mayo Clinic, and also got opinions from several other doctors. But I got to where I couldn't make it up our stairs without help. My husband would have to help me make it up the stairs, or I would use the rails on the staircase and just literally pull myself up the stairs. We really didn't want to move if we could keep from moving, because we love our community and we live on a pond, and to me, the ducks and the geese and all of the critters are just relaxing for me and enjoyable for me. And so I really hated to move away from my pond and my surroundings. And so we looked at putting an elevator in the house because we just didn't know what else to do. So we got prices on the elevator. Meanwhile, we found out that I had CIDP, which is chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy. So I was demyelinating, which CIDP is a cousin to MS. MS patients also demyelinate. So I finally, my rheumatologist mentioned LDN to me. I had never heard of it. He also explained to me I was going to have to go off of my pain pills to start LDN. He explained it all to me and the benefits of it, and that possibly I wouldn't have to move or give up my home or put in the $100,000 elevator. During all this time, my husband and I really like to travel a lot, and we had to stop traveling because I got to where I couldn't walk. I mean, I couldn't walk unaided. I couldn't walk very far. So even if we did go to the airport, I was in a wheelchair, and it was just, my life was just really going downhill really fast. And so the thought of maybe getting my life back just sounded way too good to be true. I didn't believe him, actually. So I was willing to give up my pain pills and try this mysterious miracle drug called Low Dose Naltrexone. So it took me about a month to wean off of my my pain medication, which wasn't necessarily easy to do, but I did it. And started on the no dose naltrexone. And the first 3 months, I didn't see any difference at all. And I started thinking, oh, no, I'm going to be one of those that doesn't have any luck with it, which he had told me that there's a certain percentage of people that it doesn't always help. So one day, about a little bit into my third month, or actually into my fourth month, I had just passed my 3 months of taking LDN. All of a sudden one day, I'd made it to the top of the stairs, and I walked right up the stairs. And I got to the top of the stairs, and I stopped, and I thought, oh my gosh, I just walked up the stairs. I didn't have to pull myself up. My husband didn't have to help me. I just walked up the stairs. And I sat there and bawled like a baby. And I thought, I don't believe this. Now, it wasn't the greatest, most graceful walk up the stairs, I'm sure, but I did it without even thinking. I walked up the stairs. As time went on and we increased my milligrams of LDN, I continued to get better and continued to get better up until I'd say about 9 or 10 months of taking LDN. Then I think I kind of topped out and did the most improving that I was going to do. I would say that today I'm about probably 90% better than I was at my worst. I'm not 100%, but I'm about 90%. I now can bounce up and down our stairs all day. I can even carry laundry up and down the stairs, which I couldn't do before. I'm happy to say that my husband and I have started traveling again, and I bounced through the airport. I didn't need anything. I don't need my cane anymore. I don't need any assistance anymore. I've started walking our trails around our neighborhood, which I was never able to do anything like that before. I'm able to go shopping again. I'm able to do things with my girlfriends again. My whole life is back. It's just been a miracle for me, and I can't say enough about low dose naltrexone. It's just been a miracle for me.
And what other conditions were you diagnosed with, and where do they fit into the story?
I also have Sjogren's and Raynauds and fibromyalgia. I think out of those, probably the most improvement I've noticed was with the fibromyalgia. With the Sjogren's, did not see as much improvement as I had hoped. And the Raynauds, of course, when I still get cold, my hands still turn white and hurt. But with the fibromyalgia, that has improved a lot. I was having a lot of fibromyalgia flares, and those have subsided a lot. And so I've seen a lot of improvement with the fibromyalgia. I will also say that I have hemiplegic migraines. I don't know that what LDN does, if anything, for hemiplegic migraines, but since I have started LDN, I have not had one hemiplegic migraine, which is saying a lot also. My daily and weekly migraines have subsided substantially, and I've not had one hemiplegic migraine since I've started LDN.
And are you dancing again?
I really have not had the opportunity, but that is coming up soon. There is another opportunity coming up soon to dance at a high school football game, and this girl will be there.
Wow.
So we'll see how that goes, and I think I will do well. Well,
that's really exciting. I mean, the $100,000 to have a lift put in your house, I mean, wow.
Yes, yes, and we were going to do that. We were going to spend that money.
Isn't it?
Oh my gosh, It is so cheap. I buy it 3 months at a time and pay $60-something for 3 months at a time. That is so cheap. And being off of the pain pills, I feel so much better. I did not realize how much the pain pills were wearing on my body and how down they were bringing me and my body. The pain pills were just wearing on me, and my brain was just foggy from the pain pills. I did not realize that until I got off of the pain pills. And then I was like, oh my gosh, just being off of the pain pills, I feel so much better. So it's overall, I would do a commercial for LDN if they would let me do a commercial.
So coming off the pain medications, I mean, it's not easy to do, and you said it wasn't easy. I mean, what kind of withdrawal symptoms did you get? Did you do it very slowly?
I did it slowly. My doctor was surprised that I did it as quickly as I did, though. I actually did it in about 3 weeks, and I was taking four Oxycontins a day, and had been taking 4 Oxycontins for years. So I did it actually in about 3 weeks, and I just weaned myself off. He did not put me on any kind of a schedule. He told me that it would probably take me 8 or 9 months to wean myself off. And I was like, 8 or 9 months? I don't have 8 or 9 months. I want to try this new stuff. So I did it in about 3 weeks. And my withdrawals were, I remember my legs and my knees hurting so bad, and just pain all over, very nauseous, diarrhea, horrible headaches. But I pushed through because I really wanted to try the new medication. I was determined, though. And when I went back after the 3 weeks, well, I went back about a month later to get my new medicine. And my rheumatologist said, well, I told you have to be off the pain pills first. And I said, I'm off. And he said, there's no way. I just saw you 1 month ago. There's no way you're off of 4 Oxycontins in a day. And I said, yes, I am. I'm off. I am done. I am finished. I haven't had one in a week, and I want to try the new medicine. That's how serious I am about this. And he was absolutely amazed because he said not many people can do that in that short of a time without assistance. But I was so determined because anything sounded better than the life I was living.
And how long would you say it took before you had that eureka moment with LDN?
It was about three months and a week.
Okay.
Yes. Because it was right at 3 months that I was starting to think, oh no, it's been 3 months and I don't think I'm getting better. And then it was right after that, maybe a week later, that I walked up the stairs. And that was when I sat down and cried and thought, oh my gosh, this stuff is working. And I just went up the stairs, which I hadn't been able to do it had been a couple of years since I had been able to walk up the stairs. So it is amazing. It is the most amazing. I call it my miracle drug. It is absolutely amazing. And it would be worth it at any price to me.
Well, thank you for sharing such an inspirational story with us. It will certainly be of benefit to other people.
Yes, thank you. You're welcome very much. I will share my story with anybody. I have shared it with so many people. So many people. I'm in groups that's other people that have some of the same diseases and symptoms that I do, and I've repeatedly told them, please ask your doctor for LDN. Do whatever you have to do. You've got to get this medication. It will change your life. So, hopefully I have reached at least one person. If I can just reach one person and change their life, it's amazing.
Well, thank you.
Any questions or comments you may have, please email me, Linda, Linda, at ldnrt.org. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciated your company. Until next time, stay safe and keep well.